Okay. Test the 1, 2, 3. Okay. No sweat. Yeah, you should be good to go. Yeah, everything's cool. So, all right. So I'm gonna play something real quick just to give some people the chance to get in here. Yeah, I'm live. I think we got a problem. Got a problem.
Let's go. Get up. Stack club, you hear that? You can't sit down to that. Okay.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Sheik Luch, LOXD Block, Silverback. Hey, yo, right now I need to shout out the ISUPK classes.
I want to give a huge, big, humongous shout out to all the UPK schools.
You can't sit down to that.
Shout out to Black Watch, hosted by General Johanna. Bird, I need y'all to check out Cross the Line Radio as well, man. They've been open all week from 7 to 9. They ain't shut down because of the corona, the COVID, and all that. They rockin' strong, you know what I mean?
Think we got a problem, but really it ain't though. It's one of me and these bitches, I count about 3, 4. Think we got a problem, but homie just all talk. He ain't gon' pop a balloon with a pitchfork. Nah, think we got a problem in the club with this dog. Rude boys, dogs, ladies, everybody. Yo, shit, what they want?
All right, y'all let me know if y'all hear some sound. Okay, it's coming out the TV. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's coming out the TV somehow. Testing 1, 2, 3. Give me 1 second. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Testing 2, 3. All right, so testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. The sound of it. Okay, so testing 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see if that works. Because the speaker, The speaker should be there. So let me so if you could go to the thing and let me know how it sounds. If it's coming through the feed. Well, it would be. It's gonna hear that. It's gonna hear that through the mic. You get my point? Yeah. All right. All right. So let's test it now. Let's see how it sound now, real quick. So we just test it now and see how it sounds. Just give me a second, y'all. Just hold on 1 second. We gotta get it right. That's it. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. Anybody got any questions? We're gonna go ahead and get into something. All right. You got it.
Lucky Adawan. I had a question on First Esdras chapter 2, verse 3.
First Ezra 2 and 3. Let's get it.
First Esdras chapter 2, verse 3, saying, "Thus saith Cyprus, king of Persians, the Lord of Israel, the Most High Lord, hath made me king of the whole world." Verse 4.
Oh, you said First Ezra where? First Ezra what?
Chapter 2, verse 3. And commanded me to build him an house at Jerusalem in Jewry. So, like, my question is the Lord cool with the Persians?
Well, the Lord, okay. if you read it like throughout history, yes. Not, I wouldn't say cool, but when the Lord gave them the dominion of the earth, and because it's just the same way, like how we have the oppressor in charge today. The reason that the oppressor is in charge today is because that's what the Lord wants them to be in charge today. The same like it was before. But the reason that the Lord is on their side and not ours is because of our disobedience. Like it's always been throughout. Like if you read about the story when we went into under Nebuchadnezzar, the Lord gave rulers to Nebuchadnezzar, but you had Israelites tried to fight. The Lord tell us, go into this captivity, build houses, have children, you know what I mean, while you're going to be in this captivity. But you had some Israelites that wanted to go try to fight against Nebuchadnezzar, and they end up dying. You get my point? Because it's like we try to subvert the Lord's will, even though we try to stay in our wickedness. You get my point? So that's why the oppressor whips our ass every day, because the Lord is with them and not with us. That's it. That's why the so-called little hats, they can take your identity and they can run the world and they can cancel you and they can, come into your neighborhood and kill you. Police come into your neighborhood, unalive you. They can, adjust the interest rates so that you stay on the bottom. They can take your houses. They can take your cars. They can make your insurance rates super high just so that you don't have enough money to drive your car. It's because the Lord is with them and not with you. That's it. That's it. And the minute we decide, like the Lord said, if you go, you can pull Deuteronomy 2. What did he say? If thou shalt keep the commandments, all these blessings shall come upon thee. Let's be like master, their store, our children, our fields, everything that we do will be blessed. And we won't be, like I said, if when the Lord said that we will be the, hey, could you pull that real quick, the head and the tail? Yeah, and I'm gonna pull that for brother too. That's what I was talking about. Okay, it's probably because I'm gonna have to bring that router out here. Yeah, that's probably the problem right there. But let me just do this real quick. But let me see.
It sounds like you're kind of like going in and out too. On mute. It's not that bad, but it is traveling. It's up and down.
Okay. See the Jeremiah 29. See Jeremiah 29. That might be a good one too. Let me just check it out. But Jeremiah 29. Okay, so this was Jeremiah 29 and 4. All right, do me a favor. When you get a chance, go on. You can check the feed real quick just to see how the audio sounds. Oh, okay, that sounds fine. Okay, but yeah, let me get and you where's the other mic at? The mic. Okay, you got it. All right, just make sure. Can you test it real quick?
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
You got it. Sure. Now let's answer your question because the brother's question was when in second Ezra when second Ezra was at 1 and 2 and 3, right? Second Ezra, the brother's question was in second Ezra chapter 2. Let me see. It's like it was 2 and 3, right? Okay, first Ezra 2 and 3. I'm just getting to it. So I get 2 and 3. Okay, it says I brought you up with gladness, but with sorrow and heaviness have I lost you, for ye have sinned before the Lord your God and done that thing that is evil before him. But what shall I do now unto you? Oh, now that I get it, right? No, that's not it. It was first Ezra, right? I mean, that's second Ezra. Okay, my bad. Okay. First Ezra 2 and 3. Saying, thus saith Cyrus, king of the Persians, the Lord of Israel, the Most High Lord, has made me king over the whole world, and commanded me to build him an house at Jerusalem in Jewry, right? Now your question was the Lord with them? Right. Okay. Go ahead. All right. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna show you a parallel to that. You know what I mean? With another king. All right. You got it.
You said Jeremiah 29 and 1.
And 29 and 4.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 4.
Cool.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, unto all that are carried away captives.
Mm-hmm.
Whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon.
You see that? What did he say? Whom I what?
Whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon.
See, the Lord did it. You get my point? So that's so when what did he tell us to do when we were there?
dealing with captives.
No, I'm saying verse 5.
That's a lot. Yeah. Verse 5. Build houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. Take ye wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters,
Mm-hmm.
that ye may be increased there and not diminished.
Okay. And okay, verse skip down to 8.
Come on, come. Verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams which ye cause to be dreamed. Verse 9. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, saith the Lord. Verse
So you see what it's saying? Like what it is, okay. Throughout history, when you ever hear like brothers in the truth, like we'll say like, okay, like if say you get in a fight, you're in the truth, right? And you get in a fight with a heathen, and the heathen knocks you out. The Lord is with the heathen. You get my point? Because you didn't win. That's how it is throughout history for Israel. Every time we lose, the Lord is not with us, he's with them. So in the time of the Persians, we were under them. The Lord did give that rulership to Cyrus, and the Lord was with Cyrus because he gave Cyrus the kingdom, right? Now and gave us too in that kingdom. You get my point? He gave us that he gave us too. That's why it says I caused them to be carried away captive. So it was the Lord's will that we came into this captivity. We went to that captivity in Persia, and it's the Lord's will that we went into this captivity here in America. So like you can go out and fight. You can go fight if you want. You know what I'm saying? You can go, do what you want to do. But you're gonna lose because the Lord is with Esau. And he's not with Israel he's with us. The Lord is with us as when you're following the Lord. You get my point? But as a nation, the Lord is with Esau because we're still in captivity.
right.
Esau's still running everything. He still requires you can have a passport before you get on the plane. He still requires, he can still take your kids through CPS. He can still cut off your money. He can cancel you. He can do everything right now. So it's like, yes, individually, you know what I mean? We're the Lord is with you when you decide to keep the commandments. But as a nation, we're still in captivity as a whole. So we're still under the rule. The king of Babylon now is Joe Biden. Hey, guess what? It's not gonna be it'll be Joe Biden again if black people have their way. If black and Hispanic people have their way, it'll be Joe Biden again for another 8 years, and that'll really take it all the way down to the ground. So you think it's hard now? Just wait 4 more years under Biden. It's gonna be $7 for a loaf of bread. It's already like 3, 4. It's up there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is when you say was the Lord with them. Yeah, the Lord is with them when we are disobedient. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, what was the other one? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let me get that. Oh yeah, you can give it to the brother here. What was that? Deuteronomy what? Deuteronomy 28:44.
That was verse 44, right?
Yeah.
All right, now go ahead and read whenever you're ready for me, sir.
Okay, so let's start with let's just start with one. Just read a couple of the blessings real quick, and then we'll just skip down.
Khan Khan. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
That's where the Lord is with you. You know, the Lord set the oppressor on above all nations of the earth. You get my point? Because we failed to keep the commandments. So instead of us having all the blessings and being set on high, he's all set on high. He's on high above everybody. You know what I mean? On this new planet. You know what I mean? Keep on.
Of the earth. Mm-hmm. Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shalt thou be in the city. Blessed shalt thou be in the field.
Right. Who's blessed in the city? Esau. Who's blessed in the field? Esau. Keep going.
Blessed shalt thou fruit of thy body. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Yeah, there you go. So when I drove out in Wyoming and Utah and Montana, you know who was out there? Esau with 3 million cows. You know what I mean? That's you know, his animals are blessed. You know what I mean? He got, like, you'll see, like, I was riding through, like, I think it was like Wyoming somewhere. Esau had on this side, it was like black cows, like beef cows. On this side, it was like brown cows. You know what I mean? Like, he had them separated by colors. You get my point? Like, that's real wealth. You know what I mean? Real wealth. And that's we're not blessed with any of that. You don't see a Hispanic or nothing, but you might see a Hispanic out there, but they working on the bottom. They're the ones that's, you know, slaughtering the cows or something like that. But, you know, for the most part, they're the ones who are blessed because we don't keep the commandments. And it's hard for us to keep the commandments because, you know, we're indoctrinated into Christianity. So keeping the commandments is something foreign, you know, to people. I mean, when you look at it, like, you can clearly see, like, our nations, the nation of Israel as a whole is just destroyed. Right. It's just destroyed because we're disobedient because you can't really see, like, okay. And I thought I was thinking about this too last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I be driving and I kind of like going out, but you know, like, Satan don't show you that part. You get my point? Like, Satan doesn't show you he doesn't show you what's on the other side. You know, you'll hear like you ever heard like an entrepreneur tell you, like, on the other side of pain is freedom. You get my point? Like, and they'll tell you, like, when you go into business and you're starting up a business, it's a lot of pain in the beginning, but on the other side of that is financial freedom. You know, on the other side of that is getting, you know, being able to achieve what your you know, your monetary gains or whatever you're trying to achieve in life. On the other side of that pain, it's a way with us here in the ghetto that we got to go. We can't see what's on the other side. So you telling the person, man, we go to the kingdom of heaven. Nobody trying to hear that because, nigga, when I go outside, I see niggas trying to rob me all day. Or I see, you know, the landlord telling me that I got, you know, a couple of days until I got to get out of the house. My car's about to be repossessed. So a person is going to think like what they can see and what they can physically conceive right now. And that's what Satan will show you. Like, there's no point in you to keep the commandments for what? For what? We all still gonna be in captivity. We all still gonna, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing gonna happen. The oppressor still gonna be in power. How are we ever? What's the point in doing all this? And that's how. And Curse tells you, well, it don't matter what you do. God don't care as long as we just come to church on Sunday, pay your tithes. You know, we all good. And that's the uphill battle with the truth. You know, that's why it takes a special type of person, a special type of a peculiar person, a man, a woman, who comes into the truth that is able to see past what is in front of you and understand that the Lord has something greater for us in the future. You get my point? If we put ourselves in position to be able to get it. But otherwise, that's why when we go through, like, we go through, do food giveaways, we go out on the street and we sell them, you know, the oppressive devil that the Bible speaks of, they can't understand what the hell we're saying. They're like, what? What's the first thing they say? As soon as they see us out on the streets, what do they say? Yeah. Like, when we're teaching that kid, what is the first thing they say when they look at us? Go ahead. Not that is one. Go ahead. Bring it on.
Get a job.
There you go. What they get a job? Because they feel like there's no way you can be talking like this and have one. You get my point? Like, because all they can see is a job. You get my point? Everybody got jobs. We all got jobs. You know what I mean? We got brothers in law school. We got brothers who got a bachelor's degree. And he was like the top in the state of Pennsylvania. You get my point? We got brothers with their own companies. We got brothers that, work at banks. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff. And they don't fathom that because what they can visually conceive is following the rules, not speaking out, things that can get canceled, you don't say. Why? Because all we care about is our livelihood and what's in front of us. But what the truth gives you is something far greater than physically conceive in front of you. That's why when you, like, I was thinking right? Last night, right? I was getting some, and I was thinking about, how we fighting this in this world for money, right? And I don't give a damn what you say. we all fight for money because you know how I know? Because when you get out there on that 95 at 6 in the morning, you can't go an inch. You know what I'm saying? Because of that traffic out there. Why? All of us are going on that clock, and we're all racing. You know why it's an accident every morning? Because somebody who slept too long. Somebody who didn't allow to have, they didn't keep their self and allow that extra traffic car. You get my point? And they cause an accident. Now another people don't work on time. But I'm just saying, like, my point is just to say, like, the money that we fix here, we can't even conceive that when you follow the sign, you're in the truth and you do what you're supposed to do and keep the commandments, you're setting yourself up for another world. You get my point? The world that we're going to rule. So yeah, you might not be a millionaire here, but you're going to be far greater there. You get my point? When you finally get the rulership of the kingdom. You know what I mean? Now, Lord allow, I walked into as an adult. Lord allow. I would love to be an adult when I see, when I see Christ return. You know what I mean? And who knows what'll happen? But all in all, you gotta see what's beyond. You can see what Esau can do you want it to be, or you can far more than what you can learn from a celebrity. Like that's what we believe in now. We believe in celebrities. Like, and I'm gonna get back to it, but I just kind of thinking about stuff. I scroll right, and then you'll see it be like, Sexy Red bought a new car. So what? It'd be like, yo, Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting on a boat, going on vacation. Who cares? There's people that really care that Jay-Z is sitting on a boat with Beyonce in the water there. People really care about that stuff. Like, and that's why, that's what we worship now. We worship comedians, we worship, actors. Now we worship influencers. Influencer. All influencers are if you really break it down, all they are really artists. You tell me you be like, oh, this water here. This water. Oh, just come on water today. Yeah, deer park, great. How great this deer park is. That's just all they are. They're not, and we, all in her DM, walking over this. And all she is a damn marketer, but she'll look down on you because, maybe you might have a job where, you might not be a marketer like she is. But, and that's where we at today in society is just all jacked up. And the reason why is because at this point, the Lord is with Esau because of our disobedience. And I hate it every single day. I'm so jealous of it. I'm jealous of the little hats. You know what I'm saying? I'm jealous of Esau. I'm jealous of the fact that we always got to conform to what they tell us to do. I'm jealous of the fact that they tell us what it means to be moral on this earth. You get my point? Like a judge that'll sit up there wear a black robe on and try to judge the earth. You know what I mean? The most vile people on this earth and had subjected people to terrorism and all kinds of things that you couldn't even imagine. But they sit up there like we take the most point, the most high ground on all situations of the planet. And that I am jealous of that. And that's why I can't understand when a person comes into the truth and leaves. You know what I'm saying? I can understand it because maybe I can understand it to a degree, but I can't understand it to the point where it's, well, what the hell out there is it? What else out there is it that you can potentially get into that's better than what you got now? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. Now, and I remember we was even talking about this, like, you know, you come into the truth and you can leave, but you're never gonna have a regular life again. You know, you're gonna be at the party like, man, you know, Israelites, right? Niggas like, man, you out of here with that. You know what I mean? You're gonna look like they're gonna always clown you. I remember when I was in the world and when I first started waking up to the truth, and I used to tell people about like, you know, us being Israelites, you know, Christ being black. You know what they used to say when I walk in? They were like, oh, here come Malcolm X. You know, like, oh, here we go. And you lose a lot of friends like that because they'll think that you're gonna be like Sharif. Remember Sharif, the nigga at the cooler, like, come on, man, we gotta stop drinking, man. You know, the white man want us to drink. You know, that's what they think you're gonna be because their perception of you. So imagine you coming into the truth, and then they know that you're in the truth, that you was up there speaking that kid, and then you're not there anymore. How they really gonna treat you now? They probably don't think that nothing that you say is worth a damn, and they're gonna know that you're a person that can't stick to your word. You get my point? And I remember one of the brothers who was in here, he ain't here no more. Go figure, right? And he said that he went to Thanksgiving. He went to Thanksgiving dinner, and his aunt said, come on in here and get something to eat. I knew you wasn't nothing but a fake ass Jew. That's what she said to him. And guess what? He went and got a plate. He went and got the plate. Yeah, you might as well at that point, you know, just go get the plate, man. Because obviously this is what means more to you. Because God forbid we can't just be like a dog. You know what I mean? We just want to. We can't. Like we know that the Native Indians died. We know that they were unalive for this whole feast, and because we can't get past potato pie and turkey and ham and collard greens, we just gotta eat like a dog. We go and sit down and we celebrate a feast that commemorates the death of our brothers, and we don't give a damn about it because we just cannot be. We can't just not be an animal, and that's why the Lord is with them and not us. Go ahead.
If I could, those foods that you just mentioned for Thanksgiving, we don't even really eat those on any other day.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like because, you know, the oppressor designated that Thanksgiving, those foods have much more importance and are worth more to Black people to eat on that day just because the oppressor said it's Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. There you go. And I know I kind of went off, you know what I mean? It was a great question, you know, but you'll read through all the captivities, the Lord was with them. And it was times where in history where we wanted to go fight. You know what I mean? What did Christ tell us? Christ said, leave, when you see Jerusalem come past your armies, flee to the mountains. You had Israelites who listened to that and they bounced. They went into Africa. You know what I mean? But then you had Israelites that was like, nah, we're going to stay and fight. So now what's happening? You're getting in the way of the Lord's will. The Lord wants Jerusalem to fall. That's what Christ was saying. The Lord already gave judgment on this place. When you see Jerusalem come past your armies, flee to the mountain. What did you have? Israelites that wanted to go against the Lord's will and fight. And guess what happened? They all got taken into captivity or killed. You know what Esau did? Built a wall. He built a wall around the walls of Jerusalem and starved us out to the point where we was eating our own kids. And we was, you know, they starved us to death. And now he wouldn't let nothing go in, nothing come out. It's only so long that you can hold up before you gotta, you know, go out and either face the music or just go ahead and commit suicide or something like that. because there's no other way out. It's a matter of waiting game. But that just shows, and you can always read throughout history when the Lord was with our enemies, not us, because of our disobedience to the Lord and our wanting to do what we want to do incessantly. I don't even know if that's the word, but it sounds like it is. Incessantly, that's what we want to do. We want to do what we want to do because we can't conceive anything past our stomachs. You know what I'm saying? Or what we desire. And that's why we stay in this predicament. All right? No sweat. Hope that answers the question. Let me see. So we had a good Passover this year. You know, the water to everybody who came out to the Passover. You know, that's what it's really about. You know, if you went at the Passover, you would just eat lamb, and you know, if you were in the world, you would just eat lamb. All right. So like Cap said, so the Passover was work. We had a lot of Satan was at it this year. I mean, I think it was everybody was going through that. You know what I'm saying? But we kept pressing through. You know, you just always gotta make sure you just keep pressing through because Satan is gonna make things hard for you, but he's never gonna show you like in your mind, right? I'll give you a good example, right? In your mind, you're like, I ain't gonna be able to make it to Passover because I gotta work, right? Or I can't make it to Passover because I gotta do this or I gotta do that or I need money for this. He doesn't show you the night of Passover. You get my point? When we lead up to it, he's not going to show you that night of Passover so you can actually visualize it in your head. He's just going to show you everything that's going to go wrong and why you can't do it. And that's why you got to fight through it to make sure that it does happen. So it's like when you get that adversity in life, you got to use that to make you as your what's that your stamina to keep moving forward because so many people drop off, man, because they just not built for it. You know what I'm saying? They not built for it, and they drop their sword, and you know, or your sister, you'll be a cult survivor. You know, and you'll sit up there on somebody's platform for 2 days, and then after that, nobody care. I've been in school for 10 years now. I didn't see people come talk about the school. I didn't see people step on platforms for a 2-hour interview. I didn't see sisters even go on Clubhouse and have a 2-hour, interview about all the horrible things in the truth. And guess what? It still keeps growing. And guess what? In a week, nobody's gonna care what you got to say. Who cares? You're just another speck in time. a little dot in time. The world moves too fast. Remember at the time when everybody was talking about Kanye and Kyrie? Ain't nobody talking about that no more. Remember that? remember that? Remember when we thought Christ was coming back because they put out because Kyrie posted Hebrews to Negroes. And that put the whole world into an uproar, and everybody, you even had the purple lads out there marching for Kyrie. We thought that was it. Mainstream media was finally going to recognize that the Israelites exist. And guess what? How long it lasted? Now ain't nobody talking about that. You know what? People talking about Jay-Z on the boat. Sexy Red got a new car. Megan Thee Stallion's coming out with a new album. But that usually will make everything come back to reality, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's usually what it is. So none of that matters. But what does matter is the long term, the things that are going to be the stuff that Christ told us we should work for and what's going to be greater than what we can see now and see. That's far greater. All right? Let me see. All right. Anybody got any questions about anything? Go ahead. Oh, no. It's going in and out. Some words because it's going out. You hear me? Does it sound pretty? It's worse? How does it sound? It's going out. That's why. That's why I'm gonna play it right here. So the mic's good. Mic's good. Yeah, mic's good. Sounds seems like. You said the YK prophecy of failure. All right. Let me hear that. Hear that. Somebody's phone. Same thing. Oh, you can hear it. Oh, so damn. All right. You know what? Fucking come in. Shit. Hello, testing. Is that? Oh, it's about to come out. It's picking up.
Say it one more time, cause it sound like
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Digital USB.
that sound like it might be better.
Yeah, testing 1, 2, 3.
That sound like it's better.
All right, no sweat. I just took off the microphone.
Yeah, that's it right there.
All right. So, how does that sound? How does it sound?
I'm about to check it. That's clear. That's smooth.
Yeah,
It's not choppy no more.
right. It's because of the microphone. I guess maybe it's the cord or something. I don't know what the hell. But the Y2K prophecy, is he? I'm sure he's talking about when the world was supposed to end in 2000. I think that's what the brother's talking about. Is that still at play? Okay. When you say it's still at play, give me more. When you say it's at play, give me a little more, like, because I could say I could that the whole Y2K thing where all the computers was gonna crash, that didn't work because the computer. You know how I know? Because the computers still work, right? They said the world was going to end in what 2015 or something like that, right? It was like the Mayan calendar. 2012. You know how I know that ain't work? Because it's 2024. The whole prophecy, even the whole thing in the whole 2000 prophecy, with Christ coming back, that was true, because they read it when you read about the scripture. It said that after 2 days the Lord will be with us or whatever. But it was a prophecy, but the Lord gave us mercy on that because if Christ would have returned in 2000, then all the wrong people would have been in the kingdom, and you wouldn't have had a chance. You get my point? Because what would have happened? What happened after 2000? all those people that came into the truth, they left.
Right.
They're gone. So if Christ would have returned, they wouldn't have people just wasn't there just because they really wanted to be, serving Christ. They just came in because you thought that the time was near. So you was like, man, let me just go ahead and get up in here, man, so I can get on the chariot. And that's fake. It's the same thing as like, that's why I said that when Christ returns, it's going to be like a thief in the night. You know, when somebody comes over to your crib, what do? If that crib is junky, you go downstairs, grab the vacuum cleaner, go put all the toys away, you kids' toys away. You make the house presentable because people are about to come. But if I just popped up over there, you're gonna be like, damn, why you ain't called? You know what I mean? I would have been able to get the house together. You know what I mean? That's why Christ is coming like a thief in the night, and nobody knows when Christ is gonna return, because if we knew it, then we would all try to just be fake.
Right.
When he got here. Right. And but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like and we and that's pretty much what it is, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got another question.
Go ahead.
I wanted to know in First Esdras chapter 3 and 12, in what order would they correctly go?
First Esdras 3. And it don't matter because the mic's not that's not come. First Esdras 3 and what?
3 and 12.
Like what's your question?
In what order would they go correctly? What's more powerful than what? I know the truth is number one, and then he talks about women, and then a king.
Oh, you're gonna have to read up a few verses just so we can get some context.
Kind of strong drink. What verse do you think I should read?
Go up to, let's see, 13. You probably gonna have to go. So this is about when Darius had this party, right?
And
let me see. That were guarded against the thing. All right, go to verse 4, and then we'll come down.
Come on. First Esdras chapter 4, verse 1.
Oh, you said 4 verse 1.
Oh, it's Salaki. No, 3 and 12.
3 and 12. Okay, so let's go to 3 and 1.
First Esdras chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects, and unto all his household, and unto all the princes of Media and Persia.
Okay, so skip down to 4.
Come, 4. Then 3 young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another. Verse 5. Let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts and great things in token of victory. Verse 6. As to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles and of gold, and in head tire of fine linen, and a chain about the neck. Verse 7. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin. Verse 8. And then everyone wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under King Darius his pillow. Verse 9. And said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the three princes of Persia shall judge that his sentence is the wisest.
Mm-hmm. It's like they're giving him counsel, like they're trying to give him, like we're gonna read the letters. We're gonna read them. Keep reading.
To him shall the victory be given as was appointed.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. The first row, wine is the strongest. The second row, the king is the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
The third row, women are the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
But above all things, truth beareth away the victory.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13. Now when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him. And so he read them. Verse 14. And sending forth, he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors, and the captains, and the lieutenants, and the chief officers. Verse 15. And sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them. Verse 16. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in. Verse 17. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine.
So so this is like, so you want to know what's better? Like you said, wine or
like in what order is the correct order of things?
Like meaning, okay, they're going to explain what they're talking about. But I'm trying to say, you mean from like a go ahead.
Salaki. I think what he's asking, since the truth is the strongest between wine, women, and the king, after the truth, which is the strongest?
Right.
Women. What the hell? Women destroyed the goddamn kingdom. Right? It definitely will be women, because women then brought kings down. Go ahead.
Salaki. So women are more powerful than money?
Okay. Money's powerful, but women are powerful because, okay, that's why you go out to try to get it.
Yeah.
Women are, look, you know why deer run out in I-95 or wherever you ride at and get hit by a car? A lot of times they're chasing after a female deer. You know what I'm saying? Like everything in this planet moves behind females. You get my point? Whether it's a female lion, a female elephant, whatever. Even in you know how many brothers are sitting in prison right now behind women? You know what I mean? The kingdom of Israel got split behind women.
Right.
Yeah, it got split behind women. I mean that the world got destroyed because of interracial marriage. You get my point?
Right.
That's it. You know what I mean? That always been the bane of our existence. Not saying that women are, bad or anything like that, but that's why, you have to, in like the scriptures, like you kind of gotta, like when you have a daughter, you gotta check her when she's young, because a woman's base nature is her sexuality. And with that, I mean, it's powerful. I mean, just look at what we got today. Look at Instagram. Look at TikTok. I mean, you know what I mean? That's because a woman knows she doesn't have to have any brains, but she can use her sexuality. You know what I mean? A man, our base nature is violent. You know what I mean? Violence and lust. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. So you got to go into go get a record deal and go to whatever Disney party so they can get some money and so they can get women. So it's like I think women, but you can read it. They say you can read it. It was on. You can skip up to.
It also goes into chapter 4 of Part 1. I think chapter 4 is dealing with the women and truth.
Yeah, I'll have to refresh my mind on this whole chapter You know what I mean? But we can read some more into it. Go ahead.
He just wanted
His question was saying like, what did I think that was more stronger? Was it wine? Was it women, or was it money?
well, money was one of the
Is that what you said? You said money, right? Oh, you said money. Okay, he said money.
okay.
Yeah.
In the scriptures, it's fine women of the truth, I believe.
Right.
That's why I say let's read a little bit more because I want to see this part when you're talking about the truth. Is it more so saying about like Israel truth or the truth about the king? Okay, I got you. Well, then it would be the truth. Yeah, it would definitely be the truth.
The king was an option as well because one of the men said the king wine.
Yeah, so I don't have to read the whole scripture, but I'm saying from in women have, you know what I'm saying, but the truth is, I didn't get exactly what you were saying. Go ahead.
And if I could, that sounds exactly right because in one of the scripts, it was saying that one of the women the king was fond of, like took his crown off his head and was able to get that close to him. So he was saying like, women are like he was even flattering. Like he changed what he was saying to flatter her, and noticed when she was at pleased, so he changed his speech.
Yeah, because man, women don't give a damn, man. Like women don't give a damn that you officers such and such. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they do to a certain extent, but they argue with you just like, you know what I mean?
Right.
A brother wouldn't do that.
Right, yeah.
Go ahead.
There's a person on the screen, sir.
What is that? Okay, hold on, let me see. I don't see it.
Oh, it's right on the screen.
Oh, it's on the actual slide, sir. It's highlighted.
See, I highlighted it already.
It's actually on your the main screen.
Okay. Okay, I can't even see it. Oh.
It says, hey, Cap, my mom has a donation for the school in Cantonville, Maryland, skid of sanitized pipe and large gloves.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to 1232 North King Street and drop all the gloves off. And we'll take everything. It was like, what is it again?
It's skid of sanitized pipe and large gloves.
That sounds like a tall order.
Cantonville in Maryland.
Cantonville, Maryland. Okay, damn, it's Maryland. Okay, but Cantonville might be close to Delaware. Let me see. It is.
I think so. You said Cantonville?
Canton.
Man, what the hell is my phone at?
Yes, an hour and 22 minutes away.
That was about an hour away.
Yeah, from here.
Okay.
Cantonville.
Are they closer to the Baltimore school?
It might be. It might be closer to Baltimore school. And in that case, you want to get with Captain Siparia. He's over at Baltimore camp. Captain Siparia.
We can use that.
Yeah, we definitely could use. I mean, it's kids. If it's kids, you're gonna need a truck anyway. You get it. But yeah, let me I gotta read that whole story again to jog my memory on it.
That won't come.
But by just hearing what you're saying, yeah, the truth will be over everything. You know what I mean? And you said it goes down to verse chapter 4.
They said they tried to call UPK Baltimore, but no answer.
Okay, so all right, let me see. All right, that's my number. You can just call that number, and then after class though, and then and I'll talk to you. All right, so that's my number, so you be good to go. Yeah, just call me at like let me see, it's 8:37. Just call me like 9:30, and because I'm gonna go a little bit further because we started late. All right, So go ahead. Anybody got anything else? I'm gonna have that for you Thursday. Anybody was good? Everybody was good.
Let me check this out. Somebody was trying to teach, but that's
Who were they trying to teach about?
someone. Dion, normally highlighted.
Yeah, what it say? Just read it for me.
Somebody said Dion Williams said year 2000 was the coming of the new sun cycle. Satan's reign was over, but his children intercede in his affairs. And somebody different said, "What children?" So, book chapter over this.
Yeah, that man, look, man. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, whatever the mechanics is in it, right? It doesn't matter. Like, think about it like this, man. I don't know. This is just in my mind, right? A lot of the stuff that people say, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, if the earth is flat, right? Or it's round. What does it matter if a cop is still busting you in the head every day? You're still in the ghetto. Niggas ain't never been to the moon.
Right.
Niggas ain't been to Antarctica. But everybody got an idea of what's in Antarctica.
Right.
Nobody can go there. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can go there and take a trip. You know how much the trip is? 15 G. Ain't nobody paying no 15 G to sail from what's that last country in South America? Is that Chile? Not Chile. That one at the bottom. Put it in the chat, y'all. Huh? What's that one at the bottom?
Yeah, I think it is Chile.
It's Chile. I think we get it. Hold on. I'm about to tell you right now. Yeah, it's giving me problems too, but
you got the globe right here.
Yeah, oh yeah, let me see the globe. What's that one right there on the globe? Argentina. Right. You can take a trip from Argentina, the bottom, and you can go over to Antarctica. But you only going so far, they're not gonna let you go nowhere else. So why are we worried about stuff that doesn't matter? You know what I mean? And Christ, what he said was, he said what? Christ did what? And Satan and his children what?
He said, sorry, give me 1 second. He said, year 2000 was the coming of the new sun.
Mm-hmm.
S-U-N.
Mm-hmm.
Satan's reign was over, but his children intercede in his affairs.
Tell me this, how is Satan's run over if right now you got like cats out here, everybody's gay?
Right.
Satan's reign ain't over. Right. Satan is alive. He's alive and well. You know what I mean? Everybody's gay.
Right.
The whole, you got people confused. Now this is what's crazy. I'm so glad I was born when I was born, right? I'm not confused about what a man and a woman is.
Right.
You got people really confused about what a man and a woman is. People be like this, you know that woman on y'all ever watch that show called BMF? BMF, you know the one that's the bulldog, the one that's the drug dealer that's meets his enemy or whatever. No, Terry's enemy. She was on Instagram talking about don't call me a she.
What?
She was like, don't call me a she. I would like to be called. I'm not a woman. I'm a they or something like that. And I went in her post and I said she tripping. But yeah, man, Satan has convinced the world that that Jesus is white. He convinced the world that the lies are better than truth. Go ahead.
Right, and just more recently, you just had the boxer Ryan Garcia, and he was trolling, but he was claiming to be a woman. And it's mad.
Satan ain't went nowhere, man. Satan is here. Satan is here on this earth, and he's here to tempt you, to shake you out of a crown. That's what Satan's job is to do. He's not against God. He's not against none of that. You know what I mean? His children are here. You're right. And not only is it the oppressor is you know what I mean, but it's also black people too. It's also black people too. Right. It's Satan and his angels. You know what I mean? His angels are, you know who his angels are? T.D. Jakes. You know what I mean? Creflo. You know, all man, go down the line. You know what I mean? All the people who know the truth and don't say nothing. Right? Yeah, we said Farrakhan. All of them, man. That's the devil and his angels, man. And in the end, they're going to be all cast out because, you know, and that will be the new day. That will be the new sun, right? But at this point, man, I mean, if did he say Satan wasn't here and his kids are interceding? Because all I see because
Satan's reign was over, but his children intercede in his affair.
Yeah, that's like something I know they found on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, somebody told them that off YouTube. You know, like you know, because we watch stuff, you know, and we like to be like, and all that stuff that we watch on YouTube and stuff. That's some white person's perspective on what they think because of their indoctrination in Christianity. That's all it is. Everything that we look at, that we see on social media, is all fake. So I seen somebody on there trying to break down. I seen this dude on there. He was trying to break down Revelation, and he was breaking down Revelation, the 12th chapter, and he was talking about how the dragon was going to come out the ocean. And you know, with the 7 heads and the 10 crowns, and the dragon was going to destroy the earth and all this other kind of like mythological stuff. You know what I mean? And he had thousands of people that was like, "Yeah, amen." They don't even know. They don't even know, man. Nobody's in the truth but you. You know what I mean? You're in the school. You're in the truth. You have the truth. That's it. Nobody else does. That's it. That's just it. I mean, when you can really understand that, I mean, you'll be headed in the right direction. But you base things off of like, what does that even mean? Okay, now that Satan is not here, right, and his children are here, are we still in the ghetto? Are they still repossessing cars? they do it fast now. They still repossessing cars. The interest rates, did they go down? You see that it got worse, right? So but maybe Satan being here was better. Because if his reign is over and if somebody else is standing in the way, then maybe it was better when he was in power. Because I don't see how. Because
repossessed cars.
Yeah, everything seems to get worse to me. I don't know. Bread is $3-4.
You said we back in 2016 with that one.
Yeah, bread is $4. You know what I mean? Bread. Everything is up. Rent is up high. You know how much it costs to live in New York?
Oh, man.
They got a documentary on it. That's how high the rent is in New York. The median rent right now is like 15, like I think it's like $17.50. It's like the median. That's like, you know how good of a job you gotta have to hold that down? $17.50 a month. That's crazy. Yeah, that's oppression. That's double. Look, that's to be in an apartment building. My mortgage is $700. I got grandfathered in with a 30-year mortgage, right? Because I got in at 2020. I bought a house in 2020. I got grandfathered in. That's why my mortgage is low. And I got a house that was only $89,000. So, and I got 3 stories. You know, a 3-story townhouse. Now, somebody staying in an apartment that's like 400 square feet is paying triple what I'm paying. And that's what it is now. So I feel sorry for the brothers who, you know, and his brothers and sisters that couldn't get in at that time. So is Satan not here? Because he's definitely here. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep going. All right. Let's go into I just want to say, man, you know, like I was watching like the news, right? I know this is kind of like an informal class, but I was watching on the news, right? They were saying that you know, Joe Biden, his approval rating is still up amongst black people. And I was like, damn, you know, because I mean, like, look, I'm not into politics or anything like that, right? I vote for Christ, right? But if I was in the world, I would be Republican. You know why? Because at least they got a shred of an ounce of dignity. Because the Democratic Party it's just everybody wants to be. The Democratic Party, I'm trying to say it without saying it like, I'm trying to say it like so we, you know, we would be good with the channel. It's like the Democratic Party is just the LGBT.
Right.
Yeah, that's really what it is. There's everybody is just concerned where you can put your rod at. and where everybody wanted to go is where it's not supposed to go, right? and that's where it's at. And Joe Biden know that. Joe Biden, look, and this is, and I just want to say this is just a quick PSA to everybody, right? Who do, I'm pretty sure nobody in here is like this. But I'm just saying, let's just tell the people that's not in here, right? This is a PSA for the people that are in the world. When Joe Biden goes to an ice cream shop to campaign, he is not going to eat the ice cream. If he goes to a mom and pop shop and buy a cheesesteak from Philly, he's not going to eat the cheesesteak. If he goes and does anything that appears to be normal, he's not going to do it. If he takes a beer and cracks a beer, right? Because he's talking to steel workers, because he knows people like to drink beer when they get off of work. If he cracks a beer, he's going to set the beer like that. He's never going to drink the beer. The president can't eat or drink anything that comes from the public. He can't. It literally goes, it has to go through, it's a security issue. So when he comes, like they were saying, Joe Biden was at like this ice cream shop in Philly because he saw Donald Trump go there. So then he went there and then he got some ice cream. The ice cream, he's going to get the ice cream and he's going to sit it just like that. Nobody's going to eat it. And remember when Obama went to Flint and he was like, this one was great. Look, he was like, look. Hey, drinking that water, man. And people are like, oh, look, he's a real man. He's a real person. Look, Joe Biden can sit down and have ice cream. He's not going to eat the ice cream there because he can't do it as a president. It's against protocol. I just thought everybody should know that. All right. So, okay, let me see. So everybody pretty much solid on. I mean, anybody got any other questions? You know, some things that you might not be solid on. One of the things, like I say, man, let me get Zephaniah 2:1 real quick. I definitely want to get that. Let me get brothers as well and brothers as well and
Psalm 133:1.
Yeah, Psalm 133:1. And then y'all can go ahead and read it once y'all get it, but y'all, you know the one I want, so that's Zephaniah. I definitely need that one. And matter of fact, not the Zephaniah. Let me get the prepare thy soul for temptation when thou comest to serve the Lord.
What so like what was the other one? Psalms 133.
Yeah, 133:1.
133:1, and then
Ecclesiastes 2:1 or 2.
You know, because and then, just back to what the brother was saying about the new sun and all of that kind of stuff, man. It's like our progression in America is not progression. Our status stays the same. This is our status here. It starts out. This is the nation of Israel, right? In between here is, the East Indians, the Africans, everybody like that, right? And this is the oppressor. This is how we went in history. Let me make sure my hands is on the screen. This is how we go in history. And then we go like that. You see what I'm saying? We go here. This is us. We're down here. We go in history. We go like this. That's all. That's all we're doing. We're not doing nothing. And so along the way we get like cosmetic things. You might get a couple new books for your school. but things still remain the same. Nothing changes. It doesn't matter if the sun is different. It doesn't matter if the eclipse goes around and people look at the eclipse and says, well, this unlocked the new age. It doesn't matter because we're still in the ghetto. We still have crackheads running around. They're still crackheads. Still from the crack epidemic. That's still lingered over. When I drive in the morning, when I'm on my way to the slavery or wherever I'm going, I still see people that are on crack. Hell does not change. No matter if the moon goes in front of the sun, the ghetto is still the same. Right? But no matter if they have 10 solar eclipses, drug dealers are still on the corner. Get my point? Child support is still on your ass. So police are still, they had Justice or Else March, right? The Justice or Else March was in when? Like the early 2000s, right? Or else what? Trying to figure it out. Everything still remains the same. So it doesn't matter about all the superficial things that you can't control. What does matter is the things that we can control, right? And what we can control is getting off of drugs. What we can control is coming together as brothers and sisters. What we can control is coming to class like you're supposed to. You know what I mean? Being in the Feast of Unleavened Bread right now. We can control those things. But we so worried about things that we can't control. And that's where all of our what's that word called? All of our whole spirit goes to. Our whole spirit goes to thinking that it's something beyond the ice wall. We can't even, we're worried about what's beyond the ice wall, and you don't even have a passport. You can't even leave America. What are you talking about? What you worried about? What's going on in the ice wall for? And even if you had a chance to really even go, you probably wouldn't anyway. You probably would freeze it up trying to walk that way, and get eaten by a polar bear or something. It's no way you're gonna. Why does it matter? You get my point? Whatever we're floating on in space, whatever we're floating on, it doesn't matter if it's flat or if it's round, because the cop is still going to come and tell you to turn the music down. The cop is still going to come and say, do you got a permit for that? If you don't, all this got to get shut down. This cop is still going to come when you come out the club. Woo, woo, woo! Let the dog bark at you. All right, everybody, get out. Go home. They don't do that to other clubs, but the clubs in the hood, they do that too. So I look at what changes in our life. What changes? What are the changes that I can see that says that we're in a new age? You know what I mean? This moon that went around and it was a solar eclipse. Okay, how did that change the cops from not pulling me over that morning when I went to work? You get my point? Right. Nothing matters. That's what I be getting in my head sometimes. Go home. I be getting in my head because nothing that you think matters. It doesn't. Because look, in 50 years, everybody is going to be old, right? I don't give a damn how old you are right now. 50 years, you're going to be old. And 50 years, none of us is probably, most of us is not even going to be here. Right? Let's do 100 years. Everybody that you ever known is going to be gone. Right. So that car that you give a damn about ain't going to matter. The house that you give a damn about ain't going to matter. That job you got ain't going to matter. Nothing is going to matter. So why are we wasting all our time focusing on what you can see right now? You get my point? I'd rather stack up treasures in heaven. I'd rather stack up treasures for after this, because this is just temporary. You're not going to be here forever. A nigga won't even come into the truth because he worried about going to work all the damn time. It don't matter how much overtime you work. The system is rigged. Right. It's rigged. Please hear me when I tell y'all. The system is totally rigged. America is not for... Oh, the camera's jacked up. Oh.
It's just moving.
Oh, okay. Look, now I want to work, right? All right, look. Okay, yeah, that's good. So it actually works, right? Okay. Yeah. So the system is rigged, like I said. The system is rigged, and nothing is worth more than getting this truth. It's not.
Damn right.
You know, it should be a standing room only.
Damn right.
Every day, because nothing matters, man. What an hour and a half matters to you that much to where you can't try to stack up some treasures in heaven, giving away some food on the weekend for a couple of hours. You can't do that. But when you get locked up, you want to call on the Lord. When somebody got a gun to the back of your head, you want to call on the Lord. You know, when you duct tape, right? Then you want to call on the Lord. And what the Lord said, He said, you reject me. I'm paraphrasing. He said, I will also reject thee. The Lord's going to reject you, man. You care about something more than this truth, then the Lord will take it away from you. If it's your mom, the Lord has no problem getting your mom out of here. No problem at all. Your mom is the reason that you can't come to camp, you go to camp, then no, sir, we'll just get moms out of here, right? We'll just go ahead and get what's stopping you from being in the truth out of here, right? And that's, you see what happened to, what was that, Jeremiah, right? When his wife was the apple of his eye, right?
Yeah.
Right? And what the Lord said, the Lord killed her with a stroke because it was preventing him from doing what he was supposed to do. And that's one of my things about the truth is that I give it 110. I realize that you know, and whether you're a brother or sister, whatever in the truth, man, you're gonna have to understand that everybody might not have the same zeal that you have. But you gotta keep up that intensity and keep up that work and don't ever fade away from the work. That's where it is. You know, nothing matters in this earth. It doesn't. What the hell are we gonna do? You wanna go home? What? We go home, you wanna watch Netflix all day? That's fine. You still gotta pay for it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like, you're never gonna get nothing for nothing anyway. So why not come and do it? Come serve your brothers and your sisters, man. Do something and make your life have some sort of meaning to it, right? And that's what I say to anybody that, man, it always brings me to another point. There is no, like I'm saying, anybody that's on, I was gonna say anybody that's on the fence about the truth. And it's really no on the fence. You just don't want to be in the truth because you're just lazy. Go ahead and read that scripture. Slide.
You want the Ecclesiastes one, right?
Yeah. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, because temptation is always going to be around. It ain't going nowhere. When we get in the kingdom, it ain't going to be temptation. Yeah, it's going to be temptation. That's why the Lord is testing you now to see if you can do it. You think what? You're going to be in power, right? You're going to be over all the East Indians, right? And some of those East Indians have women. And then you're going to be, you over the East Indians, but you're going to be over there trying to, have sex with the East Indian chicks, or the African chicks, or whatever. The Lord want to know, can you keep the law?
Right.
So that's what the Lord is testing us every day. You got it right there. He's testing you. So you think the Lord going to put you in power, and you're going to just be able to be a filthy, disgusting, abuser, right? No, you're still gonna have temptation in the kingdom. You're gonna still deal with the things that you deal with now, right? And and the Lord is testing you to see if you're gonna be able to pass the test or fail the test. And we fail it every year we fail. Every single time that we celebrate Christmas, we fail. Christ goes up on that cross every Christmas. He goes up on the cross every Thanksgiving, this is the craziest thing to me, where you got black people in a damn Irish bar with all green on, with a green wig and some green glasses and some green socks, drinking Douce, looking like a goddamn fool. That's us. That's us, man. But you gotta love Israel. You gotta love Israel, man. You know what I mean? And you gotta make sure that you help those brothers, and you don't just I don't and make no mistake about it. I'm not talking about the brothers that are lost. I'm talking about more so the brothers that know better. You know better, but you choose not to do the right thing, and that's more so what I'm talking about, right? I don't look down on brothers that's in the world because I was in the world too. Go ahead.
Verse 2, sir.
Yeah.
What kind? Verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Go ahead.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
There you go, man. Like, you know, there was people, you know, that you know, left the truth because maybe, you know, your bills are stacked up. You know, I'm in the truth. My bills are still stacked up. You know, my bills is stacked up, right? But I'm still gonna come to class. It don't matter, man, because because I know that the game is rigged. It's all rigged. You know what I mean? You could try to buy you a lottery ticket, but you probably spend $1 million trying to get $1 million. Yo, I be seeing people in the joint with a stack of lottery tickets like this. I mean, just trying to win. Me, I'm looking at it like, okay, well, you got a lottery ticket, it's luck. You know, that's why if I buy a lottery ticket, I buy one. Because what am I going to? Okay, when you buy 50 of them, you're not. It's not the Lord anymore. You know what I mean? Right. You're trying to go against like averages. Like, well, if I buy 50 tickets, that'll give me 50 chances to win. No, you're not. You're gonna buy. Look, just take $50. This is what you do. Take $50 and just tear it up and just throw it in the toilet and flush it. or you just go buy 50 tickets and you just have 50 pieces of paper to throw in the trash. That's really what it is. It's not, you know, that's what it is. Like, that's the poor man's dream. Is that I'm just gonna hit it instead of going to work. Right? It's like that in the truth. You know, nothing comes without work. And then we gotta get to a point where we gotta stop starting over. You gotta see something all the way through. See it all the way through. You know, you can't keep starting over. Like, how long you want to keep starting over? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta push through something, and then you'll see what's greater at the end. But you'll never know that if you just keep starting over. All right, read it one more time.
From the top, sir.
Yeah.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1.
You got 2 more scriptures. Go ahead.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
Any more?
Verse 3, you want me to read?
Last time.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, and thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Right, in the last day, right? And we're living in them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be increased. The office will be increased. You know what I'm saying? Like, your job, by being in the truth, is to go out there and get your brothers out of hell. That's your job. If you're not doing that, then you're not doing your job. You know what you're doing? You're the parable, when they talk about the parable of the man that had 10 talents and one who had 1 talent. And it's like, the Lord gives us all gifts. And with those gifts, you're supposed to increase those gifts. And so that when Christ returns, you got more to give. So if Christ gives me this bottle, when he comes back, I'm supposed to give him a stack of cases of water. Get my point? My brother said, okay, I got this bottle of water. Let me go put it in the ground. Because I know he'll be thirsty when he get back. So I'm going to just take this one bottle. So when he get here and come to me, I can give him something to drink. No. Because what will happen is the Lord will take that talent from you and give it to somebody else. How does that translate? You don't want to do your department? No sweat. I'll take your department. And I'll have 6 departments. And you can just go home like you want to go home. You want to go lay down, just go lay down. But when you're lazy like that, just look at what an ant does, right? Because if you look outside on the ground, you see what an ant does. Look at a squirrel. I seen a squirrel with a pancake. The squirrel had a pancake, and then it was like, I'm like looking at the squirrel, I'm like, that squirrel is working. The squirrel went through the trash. It was like that bad boy came out with a pancake. It was like a pancake. I took a picture of it. The pancake was like this. He's sitting there with the pancake, and he took the pancake and ran up the tree. I was like, damn, that's kind of weird. But if you look at You look at an ant. The ant is working. The ant has whatever it is, a chip. The ant is growing. Did you see one ant come back, look at the chip, go back, other ants come back, get the chips, and they take all the chips back. But they're working. They're not in the truth, but they work. So if you're trying to figure out how can you not be lazy or anything like that, just look at what an ant does. The ant is constantly working. It's smaller than you. It doesn't have a God that it serves. It doesn't go to a temple. It doesn't have Passover or anything like that. But it constantly works. So if you're a person that doesn't have like a mind to stay busy or know what it means to work, then just go outside and just look in your windowsill, because I'm pretty sure it's something there, right? And just look and see what an ant does, and just consider that ant, and then you'll be good to go, right? And then you can learn from them. Maybe you can't learn from me. Maybe that can help you. I don't know. All right, go ahead. But you'll be increased in the latter end. What was that scripture you was holding?
Psalms 133.
But that was when you was holding?
Concert. The other one was Psalms 133 and was it 1?
Yeah, 133 and 1.
I can go ahead and get it. The book of Psalms, chapter 133, verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Right, because we was in the Passover.
Right.
You know, we was getting it on. You know, it was raining that day too. It was raining. We kept pressing forward, man. Kept pressing forward. You know, it was a lot of things that happened. We was working hard, man, this year. Everybody worked hard this year. It wasn't no easy thing this year for the Passover to get pulled off. You know what I'm saying? The Satan was against it.
Right.
Satan didn't want it to happen. Go ahead.
I see my son working hard.
Right. Your son was in the damn giving out land. I'm like, how he get in here?
Yeah.
But that shows, man, like you gotta have. Look at him.
Right.
He's working like crazy. Right. You got others that wouldn't even come to the Passover because it was $200. It was $200, right? So a lot of people didn't come because they looked at the price, right? But you'll pay $80 or you'll pay $100 to get in the club that Sexy Red is coming to, and you in your 30s like a goofy. You 40 years old in a damn Sexy Red paying to get in because Sexy Red is in there like a damn dummy, right? We'll pay for that. We'll get ourselves together for that. But we can't come and pay $200 to get in the Passover. Come on, man. And then I'll give you even one better. If you didn't have the 200, you could have still got in.
Right.
They're not gonna turn you away at the door. Right. If you don't have the 200, then they're not gonna turn you away. You come and say, "So like I don't have no money. I got $2." It's $2. And all it is to do is no monetary gain off of the Passover. It's just so that everybody can have the accommodation. This is basically we're all paying for our accommodations because everybody is gonna use it. It's like a form of socialism. You know what I'm saying? If we all pay for water, everybody can drink water. We all pay for wine, everybody drinks wine. I get wine. Did you see how much land they was giving away at the Feast of Unleavened Bread? I'm having that tonight. I went my bread and got some gravy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that thing up and throw that that unleavened bread on it. And that's a wrap for the night. They gave out so much land. I was like, damn, okay, they must have had a lot. You know, like I think it was like it was holding back, but then it was like how we did it. Remember, we was holding back, like we was putting out the water, putting out everything, and then we was like, okay, well, let's just start holding back because it's starting to end out. But then we had so much the next day. We had too much. Remember how much water I got in the crib right now? It's ridiculous, man. Like I got water for days in the crib. I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that. You know what I'm saying? But but I got grape juice. I got all that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, it's beautiful, man, for us to come together. But now that the Passover is over, we got to get back to work. Right. You know, sisters got to get back to work. Like nothing stops. Just because it was the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Does anybody got any questions about that? Oh yeah. About the Feast of Unleavened Bread before I get out of here? Go ahead.
Like it ends on this Sunday coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. You can't eat ramen noodles.
Right.
Go ahead.
Ramen noodles is in the garage.
Mhm.
But as far as like regular salt, my rib, she was, telling me pretty much we should use like kosher salt. I'm not sure if that's exactly.
So it's the leavening agent.
Right.
It's leavening. Like sometimes we can get too
technical.
Yeah, you can get too technical. It's leavening agent. Like no cakes, cookies, Cheezettes, cereal, certain types of cereal. You can't have Doritos, all kinds of different stuff like that. It's just not. It has leavening in it, right? They got either some toothpaste.
Right, got soda in it.
Yeah, they got like baking soda in it, stuff like that. You just gotta stay with it.
That's not.
Right.
I believe in the past they said that's not.
Right, it's not like something you're gonna bake with. Like
Exactly.
That's the spirit behind it. It's not like man, you looking like man, I don't know. People come with all kinds of stuff, man.
As far as when you touched on the cereal, I haven't eaten cereal, but I believe the honey. Was it honey?
Yeah, the honey nut Cheerios.
Honey nut Cheerios.
Yeah, that has leavening.
That's the rock.
I don't know because like how does that cereal pop up like that?
I don't eat
Oh, you don't eat cereal?
I thought that was on the list of wild cereals to eat last year. They had a list last year.
Man, I'm about to do this skit, right? There's this dude on there, some new guru, but he's on YouTube talking about we can't eat oatmeal. I was like, I'm done. I'm done now. He's like, see, oatmeal. You can't eat oatmeal because oatmeal takes all the nutrients out of the body. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with food. I'm done with these gurus. The cat was talking about you can't drink water. I'm done. I am done with
all these health freaks. I can't deal with them.
All you can do is all you can do is he said, you can't drink water. I'm like, this is out of control.
It's madness. It's madness.
I'm done. I'm gonna do one today. I'm gonna do one. It's gonna be about where I'm gonna eat a bowl of oatmeal, and the dude is gonna be like, "I see you can't eat oatmeal." I said, "Damn." All right. And what was one? It was one more. I think he was holding it. We can go ahead and end it out. That was it.
Psalms 133 and 1.
Okay. All right, y'all, man. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. This is it. And I'm gonna turn the class over to precinct officer Mataji. If ain't nobody got any questions or anything. Everybody good? Pretty solid? All right, no sweat. We go ahead and get out. All right. I'm gonna put the camera on you.
All right. Isupk security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When new brother and sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they will seek counsel from the head. Tithes, which is a commandment. It's Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10. It means 10th in Hebrew, means my Ishra, means 10th in Hebrew. All right. Priest funds is free will offer for the priest. It's not mandatory. It's for every man to like to donate. The upcoming holy convocations. We are right now in the midst of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Alwan just touched on that. Until Sunday, April 28th, sundown, we are to consume no leaven, no bread, no tasty cakes, none of that other stuff that have leaven in it. Make sure it's out of your house. It shouldn't even be in your house right now. Make sure it's out of your dwelling places. Wherever you dwell, you can put it in the trunk of your car or whatever. That's not your dwelling. You don't live in your car. So hopefully, prayerfully, but make sure it's out of your dwelling. All right. And on the end of the Feast of Unleavened Bread marks the start of that 50-day count for the Feast of First Fruits, which will be June 17th. That's Monday, June 17th. All right, that's the next high holy day. That's the Feast of First Fruits, Monday, June 17th. Also, at the end of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is Sunday, April 28th, there is a holy convocation according to the scripture. So we must come together for the end of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that being said, men of Israel, Elijah, please stand. Men of Israel, Elijah, Isupk, Elijah, Barak, Yazmatah, Zar, means turn. We're going to get a sister courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Elijah, Isupk, Elijah, Barak, Yazmatah, class dismissed.